7 minutes after 7. My name is Kobe Spike and Krumaya. Tune in to Joy 99.7. And the show is Joy Geek Squad. I mean, it's Geek Squad on Joy FM, but we like to call it Joy Geek Squad with a hashtag. And yeah, if it's the first time you're listening to us, this is the show that talks about technology, everything online, everything that has to do with clicking, logging in, signing out, hacking, and, all that kind of stuff. The buzzwords when you hear in the new age of tech. And yes, today we're talking about online dating. You know why? Because it's February. February is the month of love. And some people were gnashing on the 14th of February saying they don't have partners. And I was thinking, once upon a time, people used to go online and then just randomly search for possible matches. Did you ever, if you're listening to me, did you ever use a dating app, or did you use a social media platform to try and find a match? Did you try those apps that let people tell whether you are hot or not? Like from back in the day during the Napster days, telling my age right here. But there was a website, hot or not, and then there was a scale of 1 to 10. Positive 5, minus 5. So if you click 5, it means like, yeah, you're super hot, and then all people will be just voting for you. And then will send you friend request, and then someone will come and say, hey, I like you. Do you like me too? Yeah, and then that passed. There was Friends End, there was Friendstar, there was MySpace, and then there was the almighty Facebook, which came and blew all these platforms away. Well, guess what? There's still more coming up. Creator of that platform joining us over here too. So we'll be talking about all that. The question is, do dating apps work? If you've used it and it worked for you, do send us a message on 055 quadruple 11 997. I'll say it another way. 055 11 11 997. 055 quadruple 1 997. 055 11 11 997. If you didn't get it, just send us a message on Telegram. Joy Geek Squad is a Telegram group. You can join us over there. And we're live on Facebook and YouTube. So don't miss it. And there's a new thing. If you haven't realized that you want to see us, our nice faces, we'll be live on your TV screens on Joy News at 4 p.m. Anyway, let me not take all our time because we don't actually have a lot of time. Football will be kicking us off. Yes. To join me with this conversation, I have Prince Kabute, who's a CEO of 233 Joint. Hi, Prince. Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh.
Yes, it has been a while.
I shouldn't call you Winston. I should call you Chad or Travis Scott. If you're watching us, you'd see why. And then Michael. How are you doing, Mike?
The red ninja.
Looks like a black ninja. Oh, yeah. Ifo red ninja.
There you go.
And AJ.
Hey.
Yes, we're trying to have a balance in the, male field away. Last time on the show, we had, 2 female geeks via Zoom, and we want to keep it going, on the show. Welcome, AJ.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. Now, AJ is going to be an addition to the conversation today because we want to hear the female aspect of online dating, her experiences. It seems to me that women on social media dating platforms, they're always a target, for lack of a better term. Okay, guys, I'm going to ask each of you if you've used a dating platform or social media platform targeted at dating. AJ, you first. Not because ladies first, but AJ, you first.
Well, I understood a bit, and I've decided that it wasn't really for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't discourage anybody from using dating platforms because, opinions are like noses. Everyone has one.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, it wasn't for me. But I know for some ladies, I'm sure they had better.
Yes and no. I need a definite answer.
So, no, in the sense that it wasn't my. I didn't sign up for it. I didn't do anything. So basically,
Someone
yes and no,
created it for
because
you.
I was a third party. It was a third party experience. I saw my friend going through it as he was using it. It was actually a very funny.
So you didn't.
I didn't
never
actually
used
do
it.
However, for science, I'm actually looking to sign up for Seeking Arrangements, which is actually a bigger ball game, a totally different ball game when it comes to online dating.
Seeking arrangement. That sounds like arranged marriage.
Yo, sugar mommy.
Okay, thank you very much. Michael, have you used a dating app before?
Sorry, I'm still recovering from Seeking Arrangements.
Yes, thank you. Same. That was a blow.
I think he's trying to figure out whether he'd qualify to be a sugar daddy or
Or a
get
sugar
a
baby.
sugar mommy.
Please,
Yeah.
for science.
Please,
For
for
science.
science. For
Okay.
science. For
Yeah, so
science.
research purposes only.
Yes.
Great.
Research purpose. If we can do trans-border, what do you call it, integration as well, that would be wonderful. Very different, but also
Experiences.
very similar experiences.
Right. Okay. So the man who's created one himself. Before I ask you why you created one, have you used one before? That should sound like a rhetorical question, but
Yeah, Spikey, of course.
you've used one.
Yeah, some time
Which-
ago.
Okay. And
Should I continue?
yes, please do.
And the motive was, some time ago I was the shy type.
Okay.
I don't have this kind of confidence to approach very powerful ladies. Approach
The powerful ladies.
the powerful ladies of your choice.
Mm.
Because sometimes to approach these ladies one-on-one is kind of daring.
Mm.
So I think dating app is best
Okay.
for low confidence guys
Okay.
and low confidence ladies too.
Cool. That's a very interesting perspective to start this conversation from. Do you all agree that a dating platform is good for people with low confidence or low self-esteem or whichever one that would contribute to a reason why somebody would sign up for a dating app?
Yes.
Okay, Michael.
Unequivocal yes.
Mm.
Because then you're not someone who is used to being out in the public eye
Mm.
or even surrounded by people. Think of how most of us get our social experiences. It's through shared and person. It's like this is someone I can easily get to know.
Mhm.
People have different rates of setting up and approaching people and being accepting people that approach them.
Mhm.
So a dating app allows you that, okay, let us meet in this mutual space. Here are my interests. I'm not the type to walk around with a sign saying these are the things I like for whatever reason,
Well, for you, that would be a very long sign.
which is true. And also very loud, something that's very important to me as a person. But I can't put it out in public for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But a dating app allows you to just have, looking, here are the things that I feel make me as a person. Are you interested? Let us meet in the middle here and then start on.
Right.
So yeah, it's a very good way of meeting new people. Not necessarily for romance, even for friendship as well, which
Okay.
tends to happen. But yeah, it's a very good plain meeting ground.
Winston, your
Yes
friend, you were a
and no.
third party. Wait. I want to know first, your friend
Yeah.
who used, did he have a confidence issue?
Oh no, not at all. Not
So
at
he-
all. He
what-
was just
what
having
inf-
fun.
Right.
Yeah, and we've made some very good friends from that platform.
Mm.
People we met in real life
And like,
became very, very good friends with.
okay, but did he date anyone?
No.
He didn't date anyone.
Oh,
Post,
no,
so it
at
didn't
all.
work.
I guess.
Mm. AJ, that you liked?
Not necessarily liked us into date, but they were cool for friendship. Well,
Right.
at least one was.
Okay.
But the other two, that was, I'll say, my better experience of
Mm.
it.
2 out of 3, not bad. Oh, sorry, 1 out of 3,
1 out
very
of
bad,
3.
very bad.
1 out of 3.
Yeah, this is why I didn't major in mathematics. Just reminded of a friend who also used a dating app, and her experience was revealing, to say the least. So she showed me her profile once, and she paid for the premium version, which allows you to see how many people have liked you before you get to like them. And she was at 99 plus for people that liked her. Her matches,
What's the meaning of being at 99 plus?
no,
That means
so
like
it's in plus. So it means it
so
could
it
have
means
been,
it could have been 1,000.
it really could have been. Because
Wow.
it got to a point where, then man, those were the ones that she hadn't matched with yet.
Mm.
She still had over, let me say, I want to say 150, but let me put a conservative estimate. Say she had over 60 that she had matched with. And I've gotten to the point where when she was walking on the street, she would randomly walk into them.
Wow.
Yeah, she walk down the street, she walk past the guy, then they'll stop and look at each other, trying to feel like, where do I know you from? Okay, I'm not from this city. You might be Tinder. Yes, Tinder. Did you match you in this match list? You Peter A2 or A3 or Peter B17? Like, yeah, too much. Of course, at the time I had 0, so you can imagine what that did to my self-confidence.
All right. So, Prince,
Yes,
I
Spikey.
want to know, how do dating apps work from the basics? I come on, I sign on with my username and password. What do you need from me? So using your platform as an example.
Yeah. Okay. So you sign up with your credentials, and then after you sign up, the structure of the person,
Okay.
the structure of the person,
So
and
physical
then,
stats.
yeah, the stats.
Mm.
Maybe the height of the person,
Mm-hmm.
the complexion, hair color, eye color, and then etc. etc.
Okay.
You understand? You see the person, and then you have this feeling in your heart that this is the kind of person
That you want to date.
I want to date.
So it's feeling in my heart.
Yes.
If I don't get a feeling in my heart, it means that it's not.
This
Match.
means you have no connection, you have no match. That's how you call it. The person likes.
Okay, so
what
you
the person
match.
loves.
You match based on that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I like using computers.
Mhm.
I like visiting the studios.
Right.
I like visiting the tennis courts,
Mm-hmm.
the basketball courts, etc. etc.
And
Yes.
based on these things, if someone also says that they want to meet someone who has these interests, it would match me with them.
Yeah.
What if there's like 5,000 people like me? Would it match that person? For instance, AJ says she's looking for AJ. Do us the honors. What would be your specifications? So we'll see.
Okay, so physical traits. I maybe would like someone who's tall, who's dark, who's muscular.
Don't rub my shoulder. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
clearly,
who's
Michael.
muscular.
Yeah.
We're not
Doesn't fit.
looking. We're not looking for one pack. At least 4. Let's be fair. I'm trying to be fair. At
Right.
least 4 packs.
Will you take like 3?
intelligence as well? We don't want a dumbass around us. Ooh.
Pardon.
Yeah, pardon us.
Yeah, because you don't want someone. I think sometimes the level of education should be asked. Okay, how far have you gone in your level of education? There are some people, yes, it's true that because of 1 or 2 circumstances they could not continue. And the way you answer your questions and chat with a person will let you know that this person is smart but couldn't continue for 1 or 2 reasons. But there are some people too that yeah.
Okay, so Prince.
Yeah, Spiky.
So on the platform, she's put out her specs, including educational background and everything.
Yeah.
How many matches do you think she could get on your platform, for instance?
Matches. I don't know if you can be.
How many people would connect? Would AJ get, for instance, if she signed up on your platform and put all these details there that are out of the equation?
Look, I'll get at least halfway there because I also get sense, which is what she's looking for.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah,
She's going to get a lot of
matches. Good.
Yes.
Now, how does she pick? So then, from then, what is going to inform her picking?
Okay. So that's why the descending spirit comes in.
Okay. So
That's
then
just by the way.
it's all based on AJ.
Yeah, your instinct and then your conscience
Mm,
will tell you, Charlie, this is the guy
that I want.
I want to meet.
Mm,
This is the guy I want to travel with
okay.
around the world. This is the guy. You have this feeling. It's not that you want to. You can take everybody. No, you have this
But
feeling.
you-
That this is the person I want to be with.
Great. So you have to scroll through the list and then find that
Yes.
person and then choose.
Yes.
Okay, now that brings up the question: fake profiles,
Yeah.
right? Anyone can create a profile, put a picture of LeBron James, and say that's them,
Okay.
and then all this done, and then lie about having a Harvard degree, and she might see all that and then choose me. So if she chooses me based on this fake information that I have provided, do you
Yeah.
first off do you verify this information?
Okay. Let me come in. That depends on the user.
Right.
This is when vigilance comes in.
Mhm.
Right.
So
This
that
is
would
when-
depend on age.
Yes, this is when vigilance comes in, right? So you get this profile, you have to work around it. Whether this profile is genuine or not. For example, a lot of dating apps have this, live stream chat.
Mm,
Chat to chat, like video chats,
yeah.
whereby you can chat with your match.
Okay.
You understand? So when you request that this one is, it's going to say 419. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
So because it would be too much work to go and validate every single profile that someone creates.
Yeah.
So you are relying on the user who's
To be
gotten the
vigilant.
match to be vigilant
Yeah.
and know that. Well, here's the thing. Okay, moving on from that. AJ, Do you think you'd be able to discern that this person is legitimate or not based on just viewing a profile, or when you try to have a video conversation with them and then they deny?
Well, I pride myself on being a bit of an intelligent lady, so I would be able to discern, which was how I got to know the other two and not really they portrayed in their profiles. But for me, it was more of a safety issue as well.
Right.
Whereby, in order to get to know the person, you have to release a bit of a personal information about yourself.
True.
And some of these people can figure out, oh, okay, she says she works here, she does this, she lives around here, so that means she may work around here. And I feel that security-wise, it becomes a problem for ladies because you're putting yourself out there to be a little bit of it's a danger for ladies. Getting to know them means that you have to risk a bit of yourself.
Right.
And risk a bit of your personal information and put yourself out there. Legit. This person is not. And I think one or two interactions I've realized is sometimes where they want to meet you. Oh, I can come over to your place. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't even know how you
just
really
met the
look
person
like. You
online.
want to come over to my place? Yes. It doesn't make sense to me. You want to meet at a neutral ground, and last minute they'll change the time or change their minds. Like you said, video chats.
Okay. Now, Michael,
See?
you being a Tinder ninja,
Go on.
well, I mean, I had to describe it in some way.
It is nickname sticks, eh?
Yeah, don't worry. At least Nissan Tundra didn't stick.
Anyway.
Well, you being a Tinder ninja, how were you able to determine those who are real versus those who are fake?
Oh, jeez. That's quite a list.
Mm,
Okay, first off, it starts off with the pictures.
right.
Sometimes you look at the picture and they're like,
It's too good to be true.
literally, look at that. This is way too good to be true. This is way too good to be true. And granted, everyone wants to put their best foot forward. But when it's literally, but sometimes it's literally just those pictures
Yeah.
and nothing else. And like, that's where you see the pictures and you're like, I know you're catfishing because I recognize the
Wait,
person from these pictures.
catfishing.
Sorry, yes. Catfishing is when you're pretending to be someone else online that you're not. Well, yeah, literally pretending to be someone else online. That's literally what it is.
Okay.
And especially used in the context of dating apps and getting to know people on a slightly more intimate
So-
level.
Guys can catfish guys by pretending to be girls.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, that happens a lot.
Oh, wow.
It's not just girls catfishing guys by pretending to be other girls. Guys will do the same thing as well. And then and next thing you know, the conversation will be, oh, so can you send me some momo so I want to come to see you? I get my heart for Winston. But
Yeah.
at least let me finish off with trying to detect fake accounts before they even start, even at the point where they start talking. So your pictures are too good to be true. You're using pictures of, let me say celebrities, because it's weird. They don't use actual.
Human beings.
No, they use actual
I mean,
human
yeah,
beings.
Actual people, regular
Oh, they
people.
do. Yeah. But I've also seen online on other social media where people ask other people that, I'm using your pictures to catfish some guy. So
wow.
can you send me this picture in this pose or this video saying this so I can continue doing it
Interesting.
Yeah,
Now,
that-
that brings me turn around and use that to catfish.
easily?
That's
Easily.
interesting.
So it carries on from there. So you have the other warning signs as well. There's no info on your profile. There's nothing about who you, aside your name and your age, which you're supposed to give to sign up.
Right.
Beyond that, there's nothing. But then your Instagram profile, or you want me to go to a certain website, and that's it. Nothing about, literally no personality. And then let's say fine, you say maybe they just it's a machine, because you can say anything you want and it
And the
still
answer-
gives you
yeah.
the same cookie cut
Reminds me of
responses.
the Yahoo Messenger days where you're talking to bots.
Pretty much the same thing. Like, it's weird how machines have grown, but the ones used for faking conversations in those apps of
Still not grown now.
yeah,
but-
they
well,
haven't
they can't
caught up.
afford them.
I mean, I'm glad they're still at that level, but like, don't listen to me if you're using them. Stay there.
Stay
Don't
at
come.
class one. Don't.
But you see that they are not, either they are using bots and they're not giving you any sensible human responses, or you can tell very early on in the conversation that you are here for a purpose being aside what we are here for, and you're basically trying to lie to me to get what you want.
When he talked about the asking for Momo, it reminded me of something that happened on Twitter a few weeks ago, where a group of guys were complaining about the fact that when they go on dating apps, people, like, when they're having conversation with these ladies, there's always a certain particular line, I need help paying for it. Like, it's pretty much the same thing. So the conversation was about if it is like a cartel or a group of people who are catfishing, like he talked about catfishing people, because why are you all using the same, and it's the same 20 CDs? Why?
Formats.
The format, it's always the same thing.
Okay, so before I ask Prince a question, we've got a WhatsApp message here from Bronx in East Lagos. It says, as a platform, you need to protect your users by either providing these checks as a premium service or some smart way. So, Prince, what kind of checks would you put in place as a premium service, for instance, on your platform, 233joint.com, to prevent some of these catfishers from having their own way?
Okay.
Verify
yes,
my phone
SMS
number.
verification, and then I don't know. And then photo intelligence.
Okay.
Understand? Using some AI to detect and then manipulate to see whether this photo
It's real.
is real
So
or truly
what does it
belongs
do?
to this user.
Does it?
A couple of APIs
Okay.
from various giant companies like Google, Facebook, and then Amazon and stuff to check whether these photos are genuine, and moreover to their credentials, their infos. You understand? You can work on it to see whether these infos are truly. For example, like education, you have to query to multimedia to check whether George is truly working with multimedia. Do you get me? Yeah.
So, but do you have that?
We are working on that.
Okay.
You know, the app is it's like, let me say it's a year old.
Oh, okay. So it's in its infantile stages, and you're improving things as time goes on. Okay, now we've got another question from Nana Kwesi. Oh yes, I used a couple of them, like LinkedIn, etc. Oh, you use LinkedIn for or it's LinkedIn? Is that different from LinkedIn? Truth is, I didn't see the use of it at all. I think about it now, and I'm like, why did I do that? I deleted some of the accounts. We also got a message from Douglas. Hey, Douglas, as usual. Kobe Spike Kuma, you never tell us yours when we are listening, whether I've used a dating app or platform. To me, it never worked for me, but gone are the days it worked for our grandparents. Did it? Our grandparents used dating sites and apps. Oh, wow. The fake ones are more than the real ones. I hope you still have me in my phone. That's Douglas from DC. Douglas, yes, sir. I still have you in mind. So, guys, we've gone over catfishing. Prince has mentioned ways that we could identify fake users. On Facebook, there was one time I was scrolling and I got a friend request from a lady. And like Michael said, this was too good to be true. You know, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine this girl sending me a friend request. You know, there's some girls that...
Yeah, look at like, I'm a fairly...
women don't make the first move, especially women who are above 7.
Yes.
AJ, true or false? Women above 7 never make the first move. We're really interested. They're waiting for you to make
They don't
that
need
first
to,
move.
because if you move, there's a queue behind you.
Yo, there are people... No,
Sometimes multiple
wait,
at
did
the
you
same
say
time.
you
Like,
are at the back of the line and they
Yes.
saw you and they're hoping you would
You-
come forth, but you're staying there. Okay, wait till it gets to your turn. And I got a friend request from this lady, and I'm like, hey, so I right clicked on the image and then searched Google for image, and guess what? I found who it was, and it was what's her name? I think it was Davido's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so I didn't accept that friend request. A friend of mine, on the other hand, got a friend request from a very, beautiful lady and then accepted a friend request. Next thing, they're having very interesting conversations, Over months, they become acquainted, they become personal and start to share very personal photos and stuff. Can you imagine what happened next? Blackmail. Yes, unfortunately for him, he sent certain images and videos. Unfortunately, this lady, quote unquote, because at this point we don't know whether she's a lady or a guy, started saying that she said she was married later. Yeah, she said she was married, and her husband had seen the stuff, and the husband started texting him and calling him, saying that if he doesn't send X amount of money, he was going to leak the videos and the images. So, yes.
That's why Snapchat is there, guys.
Well, it doesn't stop people from screenshotting and screen recording. Yeah,
At
you
least
would
it
know
tells
they've
you.
done it. Yes, that tells a solution to people who cannot go out there. Also pose a risk, right, Prince? They
Yes.
pose a risk. So, for people who, or like my friend who went through this, how do they prevent themselves? Because I'd like to put some of these people in a bracket of people that can discern real from fake. Okay, it's very easy for someone to make that mistake, to think that, oh, this person is real. We've had video conversations. It was a girl. She shared videos with them. They probably had video calls and everything. What if it's a cartel, like what Winston said, and then they have employed? Is that a possibility?
Okay, Spiky. First of all, that's why when you sign on to any platform,
Right.
there are terms and then conditions or policies to inform you or to make you aware of what you are going about. You know, terms and conditions to walk you through, to educate you. But some of us users snob maybe the platform might be telling you beware of such profiles.
Okay. So that would inform you to be
Yes.
aware and then
For you to
prevent-
be vigilant.
right.
Because you know any security can be breached.
Hmm.
So that depends on you,
The user.
the sole user, to be vigilant enough. Don't be the haste, don't be in a hurry, don't be in a rush.
Mm.
Take your time and then be vigilant and then go through.
And then you find your
You have to
match.
be conscious minded.
Mm.
Charlie, this guy, you sure say okay, let me use some intelligence on him or her. You understand?
Mm.
Yes.
Right.
I mean,
Winston.
the truth is, based on what you said, it could happen to anybody. It's not only dating. You could meet the person in reality, and then this kerfuffle drops by. I think the best thing to do is
Right.
that's pretty much it. Until you marry the person, Charlie, they have no allegiance to you.
Yeah,
So
true.
don't share it with a stranger you've met on the internet that you don't know is a real person.
What if you meet the person as a real person? Should
Yeah,
you
even
still
then.
send-
Still don't
Still.
share.
I mean, I wouldn't share what you call it, certain secrets with you when we first met.
I mean, even if you've been with it's like security these days, like you said, it's a personal thing. It's more of you being constantly vigilant. So if what you are sending, you are sure or you are okay with the whole world seeing it, by all means. I mean, some people have made money from it, so by all means. But if you know you have things at stake,
Don't do it.
advise yourself.
Never do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now to the fact. Do you know of any such instance where someone has met the love of their life and gotten married on a
Well,
dating platform?
I wouldn't say it was a dating platform per
Okay.
se. That was not the exact thing, but it was a social media platform where meeting people who were not your actual friends came about. And they met, they chatted for a couple of months, became friends, started dating, and eventually got married. So,
Right.
yes, I know about 2-3 couples who have actually met and married like that.
So they met digitally and then reality.
And in reality, got
physically.
married, yes.
Winston, do you know any?
Do I know any?
Yeah, any people who've
I
met?
mean, we see you on Twitter a lot of the time. So, you
How
see
it started
how it
with-
started.
How it
How it started, how it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
going.
we see that a lot of the time. And I mean, the truth is, any relationship can work. It doesn't matter whether it's physical or digital. It can work as long as the people in it are willing to put in the work. So I don't see why a dating app can't result in marriage.
In marriage.
Truth be told, the only platform that I've not seen such a thing result from is LinkedIn. Well, it's not from lack of trying.
Wait, have you tried?
No, definitely not.
What have
Just-
people
Why
been
don't I
using?
believe this?
No,
Yeah, LinkedIn. I just feel LinkedIn is more of a professional.
It is.
thing.
Which is
That's
where
It
why
is.
you meet.
There's like no
Career.
social.
it is, but it doesn't
But-
stop people trying. Because
Why?
there have been screenshots of certain conversations going on, like, you do realize what this website is for, yeah? But yep, it
I
has
mean,
definitely
considering
happened.
AJ's specification. I think LinkedIn would be the best
Best
place.
place for yeah.
Because
You're right.
people put their best foot forward
in LinkedIn.
on LinkedIn. to show-
Unfortunately, it will not quite work for her because LinkedIn doesn't have height requirements.
True, but she can see CVs.
and you can see from a picture
Yeah.
if the person is tall or
Tall
short.
or short.
Yeah, but any upward pointing angle, automatically everyone is tall.
I'll just send you a message and ask, are you tall or short? Period.
And there are quite a few algorithms that you can use to, use the picture and see, okay, is this
Ooh.
person tall or...
Ooh.
You'll be putting in a lot of work. That's all I have to say.
Good evening, Geek Squad. Thank you for this topic today because my girlfriend wants me to send her pictures. Thanks, guys. Efo Mali from La Paz. Please don't forget about my phone. Efo Mali, do we owe you a phone? I don't remember, but yeah.
There's no going there.
That's what the phone is. The list is going, and yeah. So, I'm curious about seeking arrangements now.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, so there are different types of dating platforms. There's some for, people who just want to meet, like Tinder. What's the purpose for Tinder? Because I see swipe left, swipe right. Is what I like you, I don't like you, right?
Swipe.
So...
AJ wants to answer that. Okay,
so
cool.
yes, I like to point out that the person who introduced me to the dating app had ulterior. He joined based on ulterior motives. He joined because of the dark side here, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you have joined to hook up. How am I going to meet a nice guy there?
Who's not looking to?
Who's not looking to hook up? I was like, oh, there are different shades and different types.
Of
Just
hookups.
those two words have sent every guy that has used Tinder straight into a spiral, because so many of the profiles, especially here, you match up with them. Even before you match up with them, it says written boldly on there,
Yeah.
one of two things: hookup only or no hookup. And even
Yeah.
occasionally, also the no hookups will switch. When you start switching, it'll switch back to hookup only.
Yeah.
And it's a session before you can even finish saying hello. You've not even gotten to the
You get a
first.
price list.
Literally, you've not gotten to the first H in hi, and it's already sent you a full price list.
Yeah,
No be small brochure.
yeah, and it's to me it was really like, okay, it just didn't make sense to me, honestly, because first things first, where are you meeting these people? Like, for some of them, you may have to go to their places. Are you sure where you're going is safe? You could defend himself. I'm a lady. I'm seeing myself as, I cannot put myself in that situation.
I have a question for you, AJ. So, like, you see a way on the guy's side is always hook up only, and actually sometimes they ask you to pay them. Has any guy asked you to pay? Like, hook up only? Like, I don't know. It's very
I'm
interesting.
curious too.
No, I think I did not have anyone approach me that, hi, I'd like us to hook up and give me a price list. Yes, I did not
okay.
have that. My friend had the girls, obviously.
Okay.
I think he had one or two guys approach him before he told them, I'm sorry, he's not into guys. Yes, but personally, I did not have any experience with someone coming to me and go like, hi, I'd like to hook up. This is my price list.
Sad.
Some guys would actually, because I put it out there like, hi, like friendships and connections. That's what I wrote there. But the thing about it was also that you had to realize that somebody will tell you that he wants to hook up. So some guys would tell you plain, hi, I want to hook up. Do you have a price list?
Okay.
Some guys would actually ask you for like a price list. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I'm not into that. Okay, it was nice seeing you, but you never have a nice picture anyway. I'm like, thank you.
So you've had that experience.
Yes,
Okay.
but not like, hi, not someone saying that he has a price list.
Okay. They've
Yes.
asked
But then
for
they
yours.
ask
They'll
you
ask
for yours.
you
Okay,
for
for your brochure.
Yeah,
Okay.
because some of the guys just...
So let me read our
our
final message. We're running out of time. Football is coming up next, so I'll read a final message. You guys give me your final words, and then we will invite George and the team to come and give commentary. So final message says, I got married through Facebook. You two must meet before going personal about yourselves. You didn't add your name, but thank you very much. That's good to know. Got married on Facebook. Yeah. Michael, there's still hope. So, final words, guys. Prince, you first.
Okay.
Yeah.
My advice, dating app is very good
Okay.
because according to Wall Street and then TechCrunch last year, I think 65% of relationships and then marriages was through dating platforms. You understand?
Yeah.
So I will encourage people to use dating apps. But my advice is for you to be vigilant.
Right.
That's the thing. For you to be intelligent of what
And
you
if
are going
it's too
through.
good to be,
Yeah, like you said, just be vigilant. Treat them as though they are, and actually they are literally strangers on the internet until you understand and know them as well as a friend. And even then, you wouldn't do certain things with friends because you are aware of what you're doing. Don't just be blinded by the fact that, oh, I'm on this dating app, I must get results by all means and rush through it. You're just going to speed your way into disaster.
right. That's nice. Winston.
I mean, it pretty much said everything, so I have nothing to say.
At least I'd be genuine,
AJ.
lah.
AJ.
All right, this one is to my ladies out there. Don't see it as a negative thing. There are good people out there. There
Yeah.
are people with good intentions. But
Like Michael.
before you go before you go over there, build your own firewall and let anything they give to you pass.
And should women also make the first move?
Yes,
Definitely.
please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
I mean, I'm sorry, we run this world nowadays. We are already making the first move. So
Straight.
Sitting there, then 3 months,
Very
no message.
suspicious.
Then when you say hi, you just get one hi back.
And that's it. Yeah, Ed, as they say. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this conversation. It's been great. I learned a couple of new things, like catfishing and seeking arrangements.
I got you, man. I got you.
Vigilantism.
Winston is exploring for scientific purposes,
Yes.
seeking arrangements. So you find out your social media, dating site or dating app. Let us know in the streaming comments and on Twitter, #JoyGeekSquad. Which one do you use? Which one has worked for you? It can be a social media platform like Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, even LinkedIn. I want to find those who have found love on LinkedIn. Yeah, so hit us up, #JoyGeekSquad, Facebook, Instagram. This will be live on Joy News at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Early birthday wish here, and it's to our producer, Prince Safo. Prince, Charlie, you've really, really held us down since you joined us, and it's been a great experience. And it's also from the team at Ghana Tech Lab, especially the media team. They want to wish you a happy birthday in advance. You're celebrating your birthday tomorrow. They say you're a real geek and a great boss. Stay blessed. Yeah, so a big happy birthday to Prince. Gary.
Yeah. What's my experience
Yeah, I really want to know your experience. Question is,
on dating and the internet?
on dating.